All right, good morning, everyone. So today we're going to try and complete construction number 10, which is about constructing the golden cut of a line segment. Okay, and so what we have to do is first go to GeoGebra. We'll make sure we're logged in, and then we go to the geometry link. And then we start with our clean sheet of paper. And our more tools. Bring those up. There we go. Okay. So we got to look at our spec sheet here. We're going to start with our segment AB. Then we'll make a perpendicular line that goes through B, and then we'll mark the perpendicular bisector, and that's going to go through C, and then we'll put the compass on B, measure out to C, and then where it intersects that perpendicular line, that point is D. D then gives us a triangle ABD, and then we put the compass on D and measure out to B, and then that mark makes F, and then we find out from G from there. Anyways, it's quite a process. So I've written the steps for this on the blue slide here. Given AB, perpendicular line to AB through B, and then the perpendicular bisector at C, where AC is congruent with CB, and then put your compass on B, measure out to C, and that gives D on BD. Okay, so let's do that first part. So first off, we have our segment. And we can really make our segment as long as we want it. And we're going to find the golden cut for this segment. I'm going to make it a real long segment so we have plenty of room to work with. All right, so our perpendicular line, we'll use that tool. And then a perpendicular bisector is, there's a one-click button right here. If I have a segment, I can click this, and I get right away the perpendicular bisector, and I can mark that intersection, and it should be C. It is. Okay, and so our next step says put the compass on B, then measure out to C, and that intersection, where it intersects BD, that point is D. Okay, so let's go back to our picture. Use our compass for this. Go from B to C. Put that circle on B. And then where it intersects, that intersection is D. Okay. And then we can draw in that segment from A to D. Now the next step here says put the compass on D, measure to B, and then that intersection on AD, that point is F. So let's look at that. We'll put the compass on D, measure B, put that circle on D. Where that intersects AD, that intersection we're going to call F. There you go. Now, this is calling it E, so let's change that to F. And I'll click on the letter, change the letter to be F. And then I just click white when I'm done. Okay, so my next step, it says put the compass on A, measure out to F, and then the intersection along AB is G. Okay, so we'll go back to our compass. And we're going to put it on A, measure out to F. Now that intersection down here, that one is G. Now this is still calling it E, so I need to change that to G. And G stands for golden. Then we'll click white. Okay, we'll zoom back a little bit. Move this up. And then we'll turn to. Okay, so if everything works out perfect, my final statement should be now G is the golden cut of AB, and AB over AG is congruent is equal to AG over GB. So let's write that down. AB over G. Okay. There we go. Okay. And so back to our picture. Now, let's measure these so that we know what we're dealing with. Okay. I will measure the distances. Here we go. Distance. All right. So we have AG, GB, and AB. So we'll measure AG, GB, and AB. Now let me move those so they're easier to see for us. I'll put AB up above. I'll put AG down below and GB down below. Okay. So I need to mark. I'm doing this all on a separate calculator. So I'm going to say that AB over AG is what was that, 19.8 over 12.2. And that is 1.62. So I'm going to have to put this in a text. And we'll say AB over AG equals can I move this so it's out of the way? Oh, no. 19.8. 7.6. Okay. All right. So let's go back to our text. Okay. So I'm saying AB over AG equals 19.8 over 12.2, and that equals 1.63. Okay. And then we'll put another statement down below this, and we'll call it AG over GB, which is 12.2 over 7.6. 12.2 over 7.6, and that's 1.61. I can move these. Now, can I make this bigger? There we go. I'm gonna make this. Oh, I'll make it large. Oh, that's perfect. I don't need to make it bold, but I do want to make it large. And by making it large, it's easier to see. All right, so and let's move one of these so it's okay. So now the point here was we're trying to find a golden cut for our segment AB, and then the ratio of the whole segment to the golden cut is congruent to the ratio of the golden cut to the other side of the golden cut. All right. And so you can see our numbers here 1.63 and 1.61. They're pretty close together. So if we were just getting more exact on this and going on more decimal places, we'd probably get a more accurate description, and we'd be good to go from there. Okay, so this assignment is done. At this point, we want to plug this into our template, and don't forget your title, plan, given, and your final statement, and we'll go from there. All right. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.